Hello there, this is Tertia2002 and we're going to be playing Cossacks 3, which just came out. We're going to be playing the tutorial campaign, which comes bundled with the game. My king, we are almost there. The town where you will learn the basics of rulership is near. We'll arrive very soon. Then let's not waste time, my friend. So we control this officer right here. I suppose, yes we do. Follow the advisor, select a unit, blah blah blah. Yes, I already know how to use basic RTS controls. Good day, your majesty. We are to escort you to our fine little town. A king needs a proper retinue and we are ordered to serve as such. Thank you, my children. Follow me. Alright, so let's select all our guys and they will come with us. There we go. Feels good to have two bodyguards with two long pointy sticks. So they're taking us to a gypsy caravan. Oh yeah, let's see what they have on sale. Okay. Oh, yeah, so taking us to the barracks. Greetings, your majesty. I am honored to welcome you to my domain. What are you looking at? Never mind that nothing is produced here. These lazy clowns couldn't be forced to work if salvation of their sources depended on it. Not like this land offers anything to be produced in the first place. You can't harvest snow in winter here. What about the garrison? They are soldiers all right. They can't march in line, so what? They know how to hold a pike. That's enough for this backwater wilderness as far as I'm concerned. Listen not to your scheming advisors. I've got enemies everywhere. An honest man's life is never easy. I am surprised the whole lot of you are not yet running on all fours here. My, this camp is a disaster. My king, I apologize you saw this town in such a decrepit state. Appointing this knave as a governor was a dire mistake, one that needs to be fixed at once. He is ought to be fired immediately. So, I think he is just dumb. Send this imbecile back home, let him learn to manage his own estate. No, his negligence has cost the kingdom dearly. I must make an example of him. Execute the fool. Well, that's pretty... That is a drastic measure. I think he's dumb. Send this imbecile back home. Away you go, imbecile. This is my camp now. Food is among the most important resources. You should start by building a mill and ploughing a field that will supply you with provisions. We're going to use the peasants. Let's bring them over there and build the mill right in the middle. I'm going to actually supervise them myself because I do not trust these peasants in being able to construct a mill by themselves. These guys are actually looking at how the other ones are building. That's funny. Build, you morons! Build our food supplies. Great, the mill is up and the field is planted. There. Hammer that storehouse. Oh, now it is time to begin producing the remaining resources. Gold, iron and coal. Without coal and iron, your firearms will turn into useless scrap metal. Oh, field has grown. Let's harvest the wheat. I just love the graphics of the game. I think I mean, they're not the best graphics ever, but they're good. If you've seen the previous Cossacks game graphics, like 2D, they're from the year 2000. Train 36 pikemen. Let's train 36 of these bastards. Turbo training. That's what this is. We have another problem to solve. At the moment, your soldiers look more like a gang of outlaws. In order to turn them into a proper army, we need to combine them into regiments. They will fight much better and have a more imposing look to boot. To create a regiment, you need an officer and a drummer, along with soldiers themselves, of course. An infantry regiment can line up into 3 formations: rank, column, and square. The choice of formation depends on the task at hand. Column is best for assault. Rank formation is most suitable for firing, and square is ideal for defense, especially from enemy cavalry. Let's whip them into shape. Men, hear my orders. Now, this is the moment where we're going to form our first regiment. We've got this drummer guy, we've got the officer, so all we have to do is select the officer. Wait, hold on. Combine troops. Yeah, that's right. Select an officer and left click on the formation type, which we've got them over here. And officer and a drummer must be close enough to the soldiers, so we're going to make a column formation with our pikemen. Okay. So as you can see, we are moving a regiment. Once I click one of these guys, I select the whole regiment. So now it's very Total War-esque. You can form lots of units like these, and it's recommended that you do so because they receive a bonus to attack and defense. So a regiment will always be better against a disorganized group of units. Get to work, you lazy peasants. Okay, so this is the blacksmith. We got this tech here. Increases field capacity by 100%. And then in the mill we have other technology here, which increases the harvesting by 140. Let's get these guys back in there into the field. Now that we have boosted our economy and stocked up our resources, we can begin a reform of our army. To make out the most from our men, we need to train and drill them. Brave and skillful soldiers fight better and scatter numerous yet untrained mobs with ease. It is better to maintain a small but professional standing army than a horde of green recruits. As the Romans used to say, men become brave through training and force of discipline. Indeed, the professional soldiers of Rome crushed many a horde of barbarian militiamen. While I rustle the tip of my beard. So, we're going to have to research available upgrades. I imagine they want me to upgrade them with these techs here, which increases melee attack and defense. Okay, let's do that. Let's make a ferry. Let's cancel these shipping, these fishing boats, and make a ferry which will make us transport our units to the other side. Load them on. Come on. How do you load them in? Maybe there is a command. Oh, okay. Now they can go in. In you go. Yeah. Okay, the ferry's loaded. Let's get out of here. Out you go. Let's build a town hall here. Let's get to that while we reorganize the army. Let's pick up the officer, make a column, and there we go. We have our regiment back in again. This guy's gonna make a mill somewhere around here. These guys are gonna chop the wood, go and build the mill. And this guy, what else? What else do you want me to do? Okay, I suppose they want me to make mines and stuff in the mill. Yeah, in the market, I guess. My king, sound the alarm. Some people were spotted. They are clearly not our men, and their intent is anything but benign. We should protect ourselves. To arms! Okay, who are these? Oh, they're Russians! They're the fucking Cossacks! Okay. Now we're going to see how a regiment, a really full-trained regiment, fares against our unorganized people. Okay, maybe that's a bit too fast for my liking. I think I was happy with fast. Yes. There we go. Take them down. Feel my wrath. Are you alright, my king? We have beaten them away. God be praised. These scoundrels could do much harm. Have you noticed some buildings and peasants can be captured when there are no soldiers nearby? Mills and mines left unguarded, for instance. No, I haven't saw it, but I know what you're talking about. Now, the thing about this game is that you put units next to the buildings, to enemy buildings, and you can capture them just like that. Right, send men to patrol around our storehouses, mines and mills. However, it only helps against lone soldiers. We need to do better to be safe from significant enemy forces. Let's erect a palisade. Diplomatic center. We're going to use this to get some bowmans. Yeah, archers. Archers. Now let's get this ferry back, because we need to transport them over to the other side. There's this enemy barracks there. Let's keep making some pikemen. And let's make some more bowmen. Fantastic bowmen. Okay, let's get the pikeman regiment over there and kick their arses. We're actually going to attack move over there. Oh yeah, pikemen emerging from the woods. Look how epic. Yeah, we come for you, dudes. We come for you. Wow, they really hate each other. Look at that. Burn that down. Burn it down to the ground. Yeah. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Alright. We got them there. Okay, and this is the second part of the tutorial where we actually learn battle tactics. My king, battles are costly for both armies and don't happen too often, unless both parties involved cannot avoid them. But today is a day of battle. We did everything to prepare for a fight. The rest is in the hands of God. No bullet would hit a soldier unless the Lord wills it. Nice to have him on our side then. We are ought to win. Okay, so we got a nice little formation going on here. We got this regiment here. Oh shit, I just skipped a message. Don't know what they want from me. Oh, so here we go. Musketeers make up the rest of our infantry. Yeah, I suppose the other one that I skipped is about pikemen. They are armed with muskets and gun down enemies at range. They can't fight in melee. If enemy comes up close, they'll have to retreat. Do not leave them without a screen of melee fighters, or they will end up slaughtered. One more thing, they need iron and coal to fire. If you run out of one of these resources, your musketeers will have no ammunition to fire with, rendering them useless. Okay. I don't know what they said about pikemen, but probably that they're good against cavalry and stuff. So now they're going to talk about the horsemen. Part of our cavalry consists of reiters. See those armored horsemen? It's them. Reiters are used to fight in melee. Cavalry is much faster than infantry, of course, so use this advantage to reinforce vulnerable spots and to deal surprise attacks on the enemy. Nice. Next unit. The hussars, I suppose. The rest of our cavalry consists of dragoons. They are the horsemen armed with muskets. Like musketeers, dragoons do not fight in melee and retreat once engaged. They likewise need iron and coal to keep firing. These mounted musketeers will help the reiters break through enemy ranks. They can gun down enemy pikemen at their leisure, as the opponents stand no chance to catch up with them. Cool. Okay, next unit. My king, time to move into position. Send a pikeman ahead. There are two ways to do so, engaging any enemies they encounter or ignoring them. If you choose the first option, your soldiers will march into position, fully prepared for fighting. If they encounter enemies, they will attack and pursue them. The second option means they are to hurry towards the designated objective and ignore all distractions. Even if the enemy attacks them, they will only defend themselves upon reaching their position. They should march and kill anyone they meet, no time to turn the other cheek. Okay, so let's get our regiment here. And attack move over there. Now that the pikemen are in position, they must be ordered to hold it. That way they will not be provoked into fighting, but will stand their ground if an enemy dares to attack. Holding a defensive position gives an advantage in fighting. Okay, so let's select them. And stand ground. There we go. That's one unit in position. Oh, we got the enemy here. My king, do you know what branch of service claims most enemy lives? Artillery, of course. No amount of pike and shot combined can do as much devastation as cannons. They can fire very far, destroying manpower and buildings alike. But iron and coal alone are not enough to keep your cannons active. You need gold as well. Unlike dragoons and musketeers, cannons can fire at very close ranges. They use cannonballs at long range and switch to canister shot when a target is close by. Canister shot is a kind of ammunition consisting of numerous small metal balls. One volley of it can slaughter a great many unarmored soldiers. Be careful though, canister shot can't tell a friend from an enemy, bringing down anyone who stands in range. Make sure there are no friendly troops on its path. Another thing, cannons can be captured if they are left unguarded by soldiers. Never leave them unattended. Okay. Let's shoot them down then. So we've got these cannons over here. Just shoot at them. Let's get them in a position first. I don't know what range they have right now, so I'm just going to get them over here. And we'll just shoot. Command the shooting. There we go. Got artillery pieces. And boom! Bye-bye. We actually got the reload timer here, so we know when they're going to shoot again. So right now they just killed 29 people. That's a pretty fantastic count. Okay, they're retreating. Good. My king, our fire forced the enemy to abandon the position. The musketeers seem to be unprotected. Do you remember they cannot fight in melee? To close in on them swiftly and leave them no chance to escape, use light cavalry. These horsemen are faster than reiters and dragoons. You have some mercenary Cossacks filling this wall in your army. They'll do wonders in the surprise raid. Okay, so we've got these Cossacks here. Let's actually charge into the musketeers. Here they come. I always loved the animation of the Cossacks because they go like really crazy swinging their swords. Look at that. There we go, charging in. Musketeers shall die! And the musketeers are dying. Look at that. They got obliterated. Warships are a powerful force in their own right, if somewhat limited by requiring some water to sail in. A warship is a big artillery battery capable of doing a lot of harm to the enemy. Fortunately, our opponents have set up their base on the shore, and we have a ship of the line ready to do battle. We can use its tremendous firepower to destroy their camp. Okay, let's do that. There's our ship. Let's bombard their buildings, I suppose. There we go. Is this the attack value? I suppose it is. 1,800 attack. That is pretty powerful. Let's actually attack the formation first. There we go. Wow, man! They do some incredible damage there. Autosave. Okay, let's actually bombard the buildings now. My king, do you hear the thunder of enemy drums and the whine of their flutes? They are going on the offensive. We'll see what kind of dough they are made of. Okay. They didn't even give me time to finish off the buildings. So they actually tell me to fight. Okay. Let's get the musketeers in a position. Pikemen. Quickly. You got some reiters there. This is the command group. Dragoons and Cossacks get into position. Oh, the Cossacks are not actually in a regiment. Okay. I'll actually assign them a hotkey. Alright. Oh, we actually left our pikemen here. 18th century pikemen. They look fancy. Okay, let's try and lure the enemy in. Here they come. What are these? Swordsmen. Outdated tech. We can take them on. Full head. So let's put our cannons. We don't have a high position though. We'll just leave them in the center of our formation. Get the musketeers right behind the cannons. Put these guys here to flank. Protect the flanks of our musketeers. Dragoons will go on the sides. Highlanders. We've got English Highlanders? Oh cool, look at those kilts. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got more enemy formations incoming. Okay, our flank is protected. I did very well there. More enemy units incoming. Oh my god, this is a massacre. Okay, Cossacks are gonna go crazy. Cossacks are gonna go crazy. Cossacks are gonna flank. They're going for the musketeers. What a battle. Oh yeah. That was fantastic. We completely destroyed them. Congratulations on your victory, my king. Following your wise orders, our brave soldiers have triumphed, penning another glorious page into the history of our great kingdom. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial of Cossacks 3. As you can see, it was pretty action-packed. And probably next thing that I'll do on Cossacks is do some random maps, and also I'll do the campaign, so stay tuned for that. Remember to like and subscribe. This is Tercio22 signing out.